Hello everyone, it's the Animatronic Kid here, and today we are at the Spirit Halloween located at the Oxford Valley Mall. So without further ado, let's go inside. So interestingly, they don't have the full Spirit Station Z ISC. And instead they have like a modified version of the 2023 ISC. But first, we have Monkey Business. Definitely one of my favorites of the year for sure. He is one of the best ones for sure. And then if we move over here, we have the Crypt Countess. And I just want to say right now, guys, she is leaning like crazy. Like if I show you guys the side of her, she is very unstable right now. And they actually had to put boxes underneath here just to prevent her from falling, which is crazy. And that just goes to show you how violent her movement is. Let me just get her to activate here. Don't know if she's activating or not. But she's okay. Not one of the best animatronics, but not one of the worst ones either. She's okay. Just to put it in like for me, she's just okay, honestly. I don't know if she's working though. And then we have the Mutant Sewer Rat right over here, which I am not a big fan of him either. I just don't like him. I mean, he's not the worst, but he's not the best either.
Why are you breaking it down?
So that's a Mutant Sewer Rat. And then we have Twisted Grandma.
Do you hear that sound? That's the grinding of my bones coming.
So that is the Twisted Grandma. It's a unique concept. I'm just not big on her. So yeah, that was the Twisted Grandma. Alright, so we have two Twisted Grandmas for sale right here. Yep, two Twisted Grandmas right here. A Headcase Harry, a Two-Faced Teddy, two Night Owls, a Howling Spirit, which is super interesting because I haven't seen him in a long time. A Sinister Strawman back here. Actually, excuse me, three Sinister Strawmans, two Crypt Countesses, two Demonic Gatekeepers, a Trick or Treat Pete, two Monkey Businesses, and a Ringmaster. And then we have two Sitting Scarecrows and two Scary Sing Scarecrows, some more Scary Sing Scarecrows, and more Sing Scarecrows. And then we have three Electrified Corpses, two more Trick or Treat Pete's right over here. And then we have two Jack the Reapers, three Cerberuses, another Headcase Harry, and three Bullseyes right over here. And then we have two horror babies over here. We have two Art the Clown horror babies, and then one Frankenstein horror baby. And I'm just gonna say right now, these are honestly kind of adorable. And then over here we have some of the blankets right here, which we have two Scream blankets over here, an Art the Clown blanket, Chucky and Tiffany blanket, a Twilight blanket, a Ghost blanket, a Saw blanket, another Twilight blanket, another Art blanket, and a Coraline blanket. And then we have some more up here. Another Scream, Halloween over here, a Sam, a Ouija board one, another Ouija board, another Sam, another Scream, a whole bunch of Scream ones over here, another Halloween one, two Scream ones, and then another Ghostface Scream one over here, a Chucky blanket, just with Chucky actually, and then we have another Chucky and Tiffany, another Michael Myers, and then this is an Addams Family blanket, and then we have a Nightcrawler blanket, which is honestly super cool, right here, a Chucky blanket, and a whole bunch of Haunted Mansion blankets right over here. And then over here we have some tombstones. This tombstone up here, a Haunted Mansion tombstone, a gargoyle tombstone, a light of candle one, a whole bunch of tombstones, and then some pillars right here. Yep, tombstone pillars right there. And then this one right here, pumpkin tombstone, and just some more tombstones here. Whole bunch of them right here. And then this looks to be like a fence of some sort right here. And then we have this tombstone right here. And then this one that looks like it lights up. Oh, it makes noise too, which is super cool. That's cool. And then a gargoyle tombstone down there, and then a candle tombstone down there. And a whole bunch of fencing right here. And then we have the zombie babies right here. This guy is definitely new because I have never seen him. It looks like he is eating a ice cream cone. And his name is Scary Strawberry. Okay. And I think this one was from last year. I think. Scheming Sally. And then this one, Gutsy Gwen, I think her name is. I think she's supposed to be animated, but I don't think she's working. Oh, never mind, she is. She does have a try me button right here. So we're gonna press it. So this is, like I said, Gutsy Gwen. And then we have a Spider Biter Billy over here. And then we have a whole bunch of dolls right here. Right here, whole bunch of dolls. And then we have the Plague Doctor right here. I actually got this last year. Let's see if he works.
Where the darkness is your destiny.
Alright, and then we have the Butcher right here, who I got in 2023. And then this side, Devilish Desmond, or something like that. I don't think I have this one, but I don't know if I'll get it. It just really depends. And then we have Matchstick Mary right here. Don't have this one either, but we'll see if I get it. Or I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but we'll just have to see. And then we have two Sadistic Sallys up here, along with 3 empty soul rolls on a swing. And just a whole bunch of animals down here. And this was actually, this seagull was in the Carnival last year. And then we have this little pig down here, 3 black cats, whole bunch of like flies or something. Let me see what it says. It's a zombie fly. Yep, it is a fly. And then a zombie snail right here, which, oh my goodness, this is squishier than the other ones. And then we have a whole bunch of spiders here as well. We have some dropping spiders here. And then a black widow spider. 4 ravens up here. And then a whole bunch of posable spiders down here. And then we have some pumpkins here. Whole bunch of pumpkins here. And then we have some rats down here. And then we have a black coffin down here. And then we have the whole fog machine section over here in case you want to get a fog machine for your fog compatible animatronics. Or if you just want to decorate and have it to where fog is rolling somewhere in your haunt. And yeah, so that is the fog section. So now we are at the Terrifier section with all of the Art the Clown stuff that you can purchase. So first we have some Art the Clown costumes up here, a whole bunch of them up here. And then we have a little Pale Girl costume right here, whole bunch of them right here. And then another Art the Clown costume, a Art the Clown bag right here, which looks like a plushie type bag right here. And then we have some hoodies here with Art the Clown. And then we have a crossbody bag right here, Art Krispies. And then we have some iron-on patch and pin set right here. And a whole bunch of Daisy sunglasses right here. And then we have a knife from Terrifier as well. And it is double-sided, which is super cool. Right here. And then we have some more. We have button-up shirt right here. I think, yeah, this is a jersey right here, a Terrifier jersey. And then we have the Killer Clowns from Outer Space section. We have a Jumbo costume right here, as well as a Spiky, two Spiky masks, and some cotton candy guns, which is super cool. And I actually got a cotton candy gun of my own, but I got it back in 2021. So that's the Killer Clown section. And then over here we have some inflatables, which includes a haunted tree, a Fright in the Box inflatable, a ghost, and a inflatable coffin right here. And then two inflatable Grim Reapers, an inflatable that you could that you can switch out its mask, which is really cool because it comes with two masks right here. And then two gargoyles, and then a whole bunch of jack-o'-lanterns right here. And then a pumpkin scarecrow right here, an animated pumpkin cat, another Grim Reaper, another ghost, a swirly-eyed clown right here, and then we have an inflatable hearse. And then over here we have the Beetlejuice section, and right here we have like a picture of Adam and Barbara with the sandworm right there, and that's the door that leads back to their house. And then we have a Barbara plushie, a Beetlejuice plushie, another Barbara plushie, a whole bunch of handbooks for the recently deceased, excuse me. And then a Miss Argentina door knocker, which is super cool.
2 months ago, and you already want help. You're gonna use up all your help vouchers, and you probably.
So that is really cool. And then over here we have a whole bunch of pictures and signs for famous horror movies. So we have these twins right here, which is super cool. A Jason picture, Ghostface, a Art the Clown, a Leatherface, a Jack Skellington one from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And the cool part is this is a reversible sign, which is super cool, so you can use it for both Halloween and Christmas. And then we have another Jason Friday the 13th album, which is actually super cool. And then a Michael Myers newspaper, excuse me. And then another one of those, a Ghostface, a Trick or Treat one, a Nightmare on Elm Street one, a Pennywise one, an It one, excuse me, a Chucky one, which the cool thing is if you walk past it, it changes from the regular Chucky to the scarred Chucky. And then another Ghostface, a Jason mask, a help, this sign right here, which is super cool, a big top burger sign from Killer Clowns, which is one of my favorites here. And then another It one down here, another Halloween one, a Haunted Mansion one, which is super awesome because I absolutely love the Haunted Mansion. And then the Camp Crystal Lake from Friday the 13th, a Pennywise one, Time to Float, and a Mars Attacks one. And over here, we have not one, but 2 Mars Attacks snow globes, which is super cool, of the Martian Warrior, and it actually makes sound. It's not working right now, though. Yeah, these aren't working, but these do make sound. And then we have 2 Frankenstein statues here, 2 Killer Clowns from Outer Space globes, and if you press the button, they spin. Shorty spins, excuse me, because that is Shorty in there. And he spins around. And then a ghost face, a ghost face door wreath right over here. And then over here, we have the Squid Game section, and typically the Young Hee animatronic would be right here, but this location does not have her. So we have a guard costume right here from Squid Game. Whole bunch of them right here. And then a Young Hee costume right here. And then these guys right here. I think these may be the big bosses. I think I have seen the first episode, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are the big bosses. And then we have the player suits right here. And then a t-shirt kit right here as well. And then more guard costumes. And then there is this variant right here, which is super cool. And forgot to say, these actually have switchable. These actually have interchangeable masks. Excuse me. And then we have another variant of this one right here. Alright, so that is going to conclude the Spirit Halloween at the Oxford Valley Mall. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with your friends. And also, please go follow my Instagram. And as always, happy haunts.